Hey guys. Hey. Let me just say about my way. Hey. Welcome to my live. It's Robin, your glamour planner. I hope you all are doing well. If you're catching the replay, thank you so much for catching the replay. Make sure you hashtag replay in the comments. I'm just waiting to see if anybody and everybody come on in. I apologize, I'm running a little behind. I forgot my notes, so I had to catch up on my notes for what I was going to talk about today. I had rushed to the house to grab them and left me. I hope you guys are having a good week. Happy Thursday. So, y'all know, I'm always talking about herbs that help women. And I don't really focus on herbs that help women, just a lot of the herbs I've covered did a lot of extra benefits for women. But there was some benefits for men as well. I did discuss them. But I wanted to talk about a couple of herbs because we're going into that season I told you about where we have to prep, where we want to keep our spirit up, because during this time in the fall, normally the spirit, slows down. We don't have as much sunshine. We don't have a lot of access to nutrients and vitamins and minerals that we need that keep us in that happy state like the summertime does. And we have gardens that are flourished and full of nutritious things that give us all of that beautiful energy that we need. So as we move into the fall, we just don't have access to that. So I'm trying to prep us so that we can just be ready for it. And that way we've preserved herbs, we've canned, we're preserving, we're drying, and we're getting all of that, all those beautiful things that we've grown in our garden to preserve it and use it for later on during the winter months when we don't have an easily access to those fresh fruits and veggies and things of that nature in our herbs. You can still grow herbs in your house if you have herbs. And some people do bring a lot of their things in from their garden for the fall and winter. They protect it by bringing it inside, maybe their garage or closer to the house, so it gets some kind of heat. But anywho, I want to wait some because I really want to talk about this herb. It's not that it's such a big deal about this herb. It's just the fact that it's this one was just meant for guys, but women can use it as well. If y'all saw the title. Matter of fact, I don't even have my tea tonight, y'all. I am drinking actually lemonade and iced tea mix that I had got from the store. So I did not make my tea for tonight. So y'all gotta forgive me. No tea tonight. And I was thinking of some basil tea. But come on in. Let me know if y'all drinking tea tonight. What y'all got in your teacup tonight. I gotta go here so I can see the comments. So hey. See if I can get some people to come on in. Let's talk about some more herbs tonight. How's everybody doing tonight? Come on in. If you're in the bushes tonight, please give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you're new to my channel and you like this content. You see me be able to give more content like this. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. But hope you guys are good. What I wanted to do, also talk about, guys, is as our garden is winding down. Hey, Jane Doe. Hi, beautiful. How you doing? How you doing? I want to just remind us of some of the herbs that are in our garden that we can make sure we dry and preserve so we can continue to have that nutrient as the winter comes in. So if you have herbs in your garden, hey Albert, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome again. I know that's right. I'm blessed too. Listen, I'm hurting, but I'm blessed. I got my new glasses so I can see, but I'm good other than that. I'm blessed, you know. Hey, Mrs. J.K. Gardner, how you doing, beautiful? Come on in, guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe so that you can see more of what's going on. Hey, guys, what's going on in your garden? I know I like to talk about this a lot. I'm glad, Albert, you're doing well. What's going on in the garden? How many of you are still harvesting tomatoes? Like, I have tomatoes galore that I try to give them away on Saturdays because I have so many tomatoes, and I've made tomato paste, trying to make a lot of dishes with all of the tomatoes I got going on that I continue to get from the garden. I've even got more strawberries. Thanks, Jane Doe. I got more. I even had more strawberries, and when I get them, I eat them right away. I don't save them or try to put them in. Sometimes I will put them in my sauce that I make, the pepper sauce or the tomato sauce. I will put strawberries in it because that natural sweetness instead of sugar. So still really, really good. But I wanted to, before I got into the herb of the night, because I give you a lot of herbs, and I know it may seem like I give a lot of herbs as for women, so I decided to give some that would help the fellas out. And actually the herb I'm talking about tonight actually does work for females too. It does not just work for men, but a lot of men use it. But there's some interesting details about this herb that I'm going to share with you guys. And when I'm done, don't be going to go run and go get some. Y'all, but I tell you some of the good things about it that I'm sure a lot of you guys will love, 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 love. But what I want us to do is I want us to focus on some of our health issues with some of the things that are growing in our garden. If you have basil, please make sure you harvest as much basil as you can. Basil is not only good for culinary purposes, but it's also good for bronchial issues, asthma, allergies. You know, I've talked about basil a lot. It's really, really good. You want to dry those leaves and get all of those health benefits from it. Another one you guys don't realize, I think I mentioned it on the past few lives, is your strawberry leaves. If you still have strawberries in your garden, harvest those leaves. Harvest them and dry them. You can make strawberry leaf tea. You can make a any kind. You can make a strawberry leaf tea. You can tincture your leaves if you want. You don't have to just make a dried herb mix, because what I do with my herbal mix is I either add it to the food that I'm cooking, or I'll add it in a smoothie. I did share that with you guys, and I don't know if you guys got a chance to check out. I uploaded my updated apothecary, and I shared the jars of the dried leaves from the garden that I made, and I'm actually working on the second one. Yeah, and that's more than halfway. It's like 2/3 full. So I want you guys to really, really harvest them. Don't let them dry out on you. Don't let them die, because you want to start working on your fall garden or winter garden. Get out there and get those leaves. I want you to get out there. You have strawberry. If you know anything about strawberry, I mean, they're runners. Like, they will come back next year. You're going to have a whole bunch of them next year. So it's okay to harvest the leaves of them while you can, while they're still good. I went out there. I cut a lot of my I harvested a lot of my strawberry leaves. I also had some mustard greens leaves out there. I harvest those. And listen, kale greens like collard greens and mustard greens, they are very healthy for you. And you want to get, I mean, they're chock full of iron, vitamin K, vitamin C. You want to get those plants. And if you're not eating them as much as you're growing them, go ahead and dry them. Crush them bad boys up, put them in a nice mason jar and save them. You can save them. You know, you can make some ground meat and add your greens to it. And you've just made the healthiest meat that you could have because you're adding your own garden veggies to it. You know, so strawberry leaves is one. I went out there. My my horseradish. I harvest the leaves again. It's winter. I'm not familiar with growing horseradish, and the leaves are growing so beautifully. But then I noticed they'll begin to curl, so I want to get that benefit. Remember, while it's giving us leaves and flowers, all of the medicinal properties is in the leaves. Definitely in the leaves. So you want to harvest them and you want to, use them. Get all the benefits from it that you can. Anybody got questions about any of the leaves and things that they're growing in their garden that they would like to harvest? Kale, mustard greens, turnip greens, anything like that. You definitely want to get it. Guess what's another good one? Carrots. Now, ladies, if you have growing carrots in your garden, you know that even for men, because men tend to have good skin too. So if you want to continue to have, you want to get something that's going to help with your skin, the keratin that's in carrots, the beta carotene, the vitamin A, you definitely want to harvest the tops of your carrots. If they're not ready to be pulled yet, and they're still growing, believe me, the leaves will come back again. If you cut the leaves, they will come back again. The leaves will come back until that carrot is ready to be pulled out of the ground. You will grow more greens. So it's okay if you harvest those greens. So get out there and get those carrot greens. Let me see. If you have nasturtiums are benefit. They have a lot of medicinal and health benefits. So get you some nasturtium, the flower, the plant. And you can harvest the leaves. Carrots, beets, turnip greens are all great right now. If you can get out there. I know someone's maybe planting turnips right now, but if you've already had them growing and you got some leaves, the leaves will grow back. You can harvest them and use them in your nutritional green mix because they will come back. Marshmallow. We talk about herbs. Blackberry leaves, raspberry leaves. I got to get out there and get more of my blackberry and raspberry leaves and my grape leaves. Now, guess what? You don't have to just dry them and use them as your green mix. You can make teas out of these. They're very healthy for you. You can use them and make you a nice tea. Strawberry leaf tea, grape leaf tea. All of those leaves you can harvest and use them. If you got plantain, borage, your borage is good. If you have dead nettle, again, if you have stinging nettle herb growing in your garden, make sure you use caution because it does sting, and that sting lasts a while. If you do not have yellow dock or plantain to offset that sting, make sure you use gloves. Make sure you immediately take it to heat it up, like throw it in the oven for a few minutes to kill that sting off of your stinging nettle. But it does sting and it hurts, seriously. Other ones that you could use pansies. Did you know that you can dry pansies and pansies are edible? Pansies are often used in cake decorating and making desserts. They use pansies when they're making desserts. So any questions? I don't want to miss your guys' questions either. Anybody got any questions so far? Has anybody tried to dry their herbs to make them a herbal healthy mix that they can use throughout the winter time? I know I've been talking about it for the past month or so. But guys, during this time, our iron gets low, so that's why I'm focusing a lot on the greens. Um, that's when doctors tend to prescribe more vitamin D, especially to men. So this is another reason why I'm working on the herb that I'm talking about tonight, because um, citrus leaves, okay, give me 1 second, because doctors prescribe vitamin D more for men than women during the winter time. So this herb that we're going to talk about tonight is one of those herbs that can help get you through the season as well. Can't take too much of it. Remember how I tell you, you can take it for a week straight, give it a break. But we'll get into that one though. But any type of herb that you're taking, if you're going to take it for 2 weeks, if you take it for a month, like, but you're not taking it every day, but you're taking it consistently, you want to give it a break. You're going to stop and give it a break. And that's for any herb that you take. Okay? So iron, remember we need foods and herbs and veggies that are high in iron, because that's what makes our hemoglobin. Okay? That's how our cells are oxygenated. Let me see what else. Eat all the fruit. All of your parsley is another good one. Lemon balm. I know a lot of you guys grow lemon balm, basil, oregano. One of the lives, I think in about a week or so, I'm going to talk about oregano and thyme. 2 powerhouse herbs. We're going to talk about those in I think a week or so. I have to look at my schedule. But I definitely want to talk about that. Those 2, powerhouse of a herb. So citrus leaves you can use in the same way. I have lemon trees and I have a kumquat tree. And I know it's not going to give me lemons this year or any kumquats this year, so I harvest the leaves. I've been letting the leaves grow, but I noticed that sometimes the leaves drop and I'm missing all of that health benefit. So what you want to do is you want to harvest them. You can harvest them. You can dry them again, and you can make it a tea out of a dry herb. But you can also use them fresh. You can add them, steep them in some hot water for about 5 minutes. Bring the water to a boil, then pour the water in your cup, let it steep for 5 minutes, and you just got a chock full of vitamin C. A bountiful, fresh vitamin C with your citrus leaves. You can combine your citrus leaves. Think about the flavor. Y'all know I love chamomile. You can add chamomile with everything. Lavender is another one, but if you're going to do a citrus, do something like peppermint. You can add it to peppermint, your peppermint maybe you have, or you got basil. You can add it to that. You combine it with other herbs to make a nice tea blend. The winter's coming. Can't you see how soothing that would be? Especially if it, like for here, I'm in zone 7B. So yeah, it's cold here, y'all. Like, it's cold. What do you got, like 50 degrees today? It was cold, right? It was cold today. And it would have been a perfect day to just have, just make some tea with some citrus leaves, because I'll get the vitamin C that'll help me with my upper respiratory, asthma, allergies, anything like that. So think of it that way with your citrus leaves. It'll help because your body needs vitamin C to help absorb iron. So if I'm asking you to make a green mix, you still need that vitamin C so your body can absorb the iron, like say from the kale, or say from the turnip greens or the horseradish greens that are chock full of iron. Your body needs vitamin C. So if I'm adding the citrus leaves to it, like maybe I got my horseradish leaves, I want to make a tea with that because I want to help. I may have bronchitis, I may have asthma or anything like that, or some kind of upper respiratory issue. Say you got runny nose, or because the weather's changing, you can take that citrus leaves and add it with another herb from your garden, and you just boosted your immune system to fight and to rid whatever toxin that may be egging on in your body, but you just send it right on about your system. And we're going to have to talk about some detox too. So I'll give you a couple herbs on detox, because during this time is a great time to detox. It's when we're in the house more, we're not outside. So it's a great time to detox your body. You definitely want to do a detox. If you do it once a month, you do it once every 2 weeks, or you do it once a week. But you definitely want to do a detox and get rid of toxins. You don't want to have mucus build up. This is normally that time when the mucus is building up in our system, and when we start to get colds or get sick. So I don't wish sickness on anybody, but you definitely want to boost your immune system right now. And it starts with vitamin C, starts with iron. Iron is your lifeblood in your system. You have to get your iron in. Try not to be deficient throughout the winter, because it's going to catch up to you, especially in the spring. All right, and then you'll be trying to play catch up. So let's work on getting healthy, boosting our immune system, so we can tackle on whatever weather we get. Some of you may be living in an area that you got really good weather. So, and that's great. You still want to have a healthy immune system, or functioning immune system. Any other questions? Did you know that you can use basil too? I know I talk about basil a lot, but I know a lot of people with allergies and asthma and things of that nature. So I definitely, I have like basil galore at home. If you have, say you have thinning hair, you can combine your basil with your neem and use it as a conditioner for your hair to help grow your hair. Say your hair is thinning in certain spots, or you experience hair loss, you can make a nice conditioner. There you go. I gave y'all another tip. Last week I told you how to make your own mouthwash. This week you can make your own hair conditioner with your basil and your neem. Okay? And if you got burdock, you can use all three. That will definitely help you with hair loss or thinning hair. I'm trying to get my hands on some dog blood herb. It's called Jamaican dog blood herb. And if I get my hands on that one, I'm going to be healing a lot of women. I'm telling you now. I'm going to be healing a lot of women. It still is, it's flourishes in Jamaica. People are having a hard time getting it here in America, in the U.S. So, we'll work on it. I had a meeting with my herbal mentor. We was going over some herbs. We were talking about there's the misinformation about comfrey. We're talking about the misinformation about so many herbs. You guys, and I implore you to do your research. You can most definitely heal yourself. The body is a self-healing organism. It has to have the right environment. It has to have the right tools for it to heal itself. Number one, you gotta work on your iron levels. You gotta work on not just your vitamins, because many of us are quick to get some vitamins, but we need to replace the mineral loss. There's a lot of mineral loss. And I noticed, so for instance, when I got injured, the first thing they say is if there's any bone loss, any erosion or degenerative action happening, like when I injured my knee. So if there's loss, then I have to build that back up. So I am using my comfrey, and I told you guys I'm taking you along on that journey with me using comfrey. I'm using comfrey on my wrist. I know I injured my hands, so I'm using that every day on my wrists and hands, and I'll let y'all know. I'll give y'all an update in like a week, and we'll see what happens. I want to get the MRI on my wrist first, because I want to know what's wrong first. Then I know what I need to work on to heal it. So that's another thing with us. We have to go to the root, find out what, if we have any issues, we may not have none. And you guys, there's nothing wrong with just being healthy. I consider myself like a health nut, where I'm really constantly studying the body, studying anatomy, studying herbs. I can't formulate herbs for people and I not know how those herbs work. I have to know how they work before I can give anybody herbs or any of my formulations, because I want to make sure that I'm giving you what's right for you. And that's why it's important to do your research too. When you go to talk to an herbalist or you want to become an herbalist, you want to do all your research on your herbs so that if you're growing them in your yard, you know what they can do. Many of them have dual purposes. They're not just for culinary, but they are powerhouses full of nutrition. And y'all gonna get tired of hearing me saying that, but they are powerhouses full of nutrition. So any questions, guys? Look at this, I dried this in my book. It's a leaf from outside. It was so pretty. So I'm gonna put this in my book. Still got a nice scent too. But very pretty. Have you ever done that? Yeah, you used to go outside or had a teacher that take you outside and y'all collect leaves and you bring them in and dry them. So another thing to consider too, guys, is that whatever environmental pollutants, environmental things that we were exposed to, especially during the summer and while we're out and about, the moment that we slow down and sit down, sometimes it manifests later. So we want to make our system strong so that we can push all of those toxins out. It's better to be ahead of the game. So y'all gonna get tired of me. I hope you don't get tired of me telling you about us building up our immune system, working on things that's gonna help us. Staying away from as much caffeine as possible. If you have to drink coffee, make sure you try to get decaffeinated, especially during this time. This is when we really can become deficient in iron. So you want to stay away from those things that'll cause that. Caffeine is just one. Be mindful of your medicines. Make sure you're being in communication with your healthcare provider, so you guys are working together as a team to make sure you stay healthy. I just actually sent my provider an email sharing with her my progress on my injuries that I sustained. Talking to her what my plan is, what remedies that I am using, and what so I am opted not to get surgery, but that's my choice. I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything. I'm just telling my choice, and I was explaining to her what I'm using to help me in that journey, so that her and I can work together on this journey to me getting back fully healthy. Cause it sucked, y'all. It sucked. Walking around with that boot, it sucks. Like, it is horrible. Anybody canning? What are you guys canning right now? Anybody canning any of their fruits and vegetables? It doesn't have to be what you've grown, but canning anything that you may have got from the farm or anything that you're growing. Anybody canning anything? I made some soup this week. I made a fish chowder and it was banging. I got that recipe from your grandma too. That was my favorite from her. But I made some fish chowder and I made lentil soup. And oh my God, talking about like a hug and a cup, y'all. I should sell it. Like, it was that good. And when you get the vegetables and the herbs from your garden, it just tastes so much better. Like, my tomato sauce, it tastes so good, like naturally good. And that's how the soup was. Even though I didn't grow the lentils, all of the herbs that I used for it, the tomatoes that I put in it. All of that, the greens that I put in it. I did not use my own potatoes. I did put some potatoes in there. But they were little baby potatoes that I got, organic potatoes. But it was just so good. Tell me, can't y'all taste the difference, like when you're growing it in your garden as opposed to buying it from the store? Aren't they good, Jane doll? Like, it just fresh, period. Even if I go and buy it from the store, just the fact that it is fresh and I got it from that store, it tastes just delicious. I'm telling you, I really need to sell that. I'm gonna copyright that. A hug in a mug. And y'all know I'm a muggy. I collect mugs. I'm sorry I do not have my cup to show today and my tea, but I promise I'm going to get some tea. I have some, I think I have some ginger tea tonight, lemon ginger. So I have some lemon ginger. That will be my tea to wind me down because I am drinking some tea and lemonade mix. So what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Oh, another herb to get, guys, that is so nutritious is watercress. I haven't grown it. I didn't even know that you can grow watercress. What happened is I went to the farmer's market and I bought some. And I said, you know what? I got it. And I mixed it in with like my dandelion greens and I made a nice little like spinach mix. And I also used it fresh, like on a salad. And then I was looking it up and I was like, wow, this thing is a powerhouse. Like, it really is. And it's easy to grow and it's easily accessible. Like, even if you didn't want to grow it, you can buy it at like your local farmer's market or so. But it's chock full of benefits. Another one is parsley. I didn't even know parsley has vitamin A and vitamin C. And it has omega-3, which is really, really good for you. So those are two powerhouse herbs and greens that you can add to your mix. And I added a whole bushel of watercress. I dried it and added it to my mix. I was just saying how I wish I had grew my chamomile. I do have a giant jar of chamomile, but I bought it dried. But I would love to grow it in my garden. That chamomile, I'm telling you guys, is one of those herbs like lavender that is often used so much and can be used in combination with many other herbs. It is one of those types of herbs that can be used with many other herbs. But chamomile is a really, really good one to have in your garden. And don't forget, guys, you can get your pepper leaves too. Your pepper leaves, the leaves off your pepper plant. If you are about to overwinter your pepper plants, harvest those leaves. You can use those leaves that are chock full of B6, vitamin C, vitamin E, iron. We need that. K because it's green. E, I said E already. But vitamin A and vitamin K, which is hard to find in a lot of things that we eat, especially in the wintertime, but harvest them. Get those leaves now while you can. What else? I already told you about strawberry leaves. Y'all know I'm definitely going to talk about dandelion. Sweet potato greens are good. They're high in nutrition. What I love most about them is the beta carotene. So carrots and sweet potatoes that contain that beta carotene. I'm telling you, I use those greens. Get those greens, high in iron. You definitely want them, okay? Try not to let any of that stuff go to waste. Like harvest it, dry it, can it, whatever you want to do with it. Just, go ahead and get it. Someone asked me the other day about sprouts. The sprouts are really, really good. And I know they're a combination of several plants, but high in fiber. They're high in protein, high in good fat. So whether they're your sprouts or your microgreens, you want to get them. Of course, the tomatoes are good, but cloves. A lot of people don't realize cloves. Anybody growing cloves? I don't know. Can you grow cloves like locally? I normally buy them dry, and I use them in everything. Like you can take a clove and chew it in your mouth, and it's antibacterial, antifungal. Um, it kills bacteria, and you could just chew it, and it's great for even for freshening in the mouth. If you want to use it for the mix I gave you guys last week on how to make your own mouthwash, you can throw some cloves in there, and boom, you got another high powered antimicrobial, antifungal, antibacterial. So you could throw some nice dried cloves in there. So anybody else got any questions? Any questions? You know, I still haven't done anything for the fall. The temperature dropped so bad and got so cold here. I thought I pulled out my seeds, I put them in my, I pulled them out in my room because I was going to go through them. I was going to maybe throw some seeds out there, pull up that pumpkins, and see if I can get me some carrots and things to grow. I do not have the thumb for carrots. I can get some greens, cut the greens off. I have not gotten carrots. I got a baby carrot one time, and that's it. But I'll try my hand at it again. I promise I will do that. So Miss J.K. Gardner said, I'm going to make tomato sauce with my frozen tomatoes. I am concentrating on the leaves and drying them for my reserve. I know that's right. Yes, 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 yes. But mix it. You don't have to keep it all one. You can, but you don't have to make it all one. You can put them together. So you got some turnip greens out there, or some sweet potato greens out there, some citrus leaves out there. You can combine them and make you a nice green, healthy green mix. And you know it grinds down so nicely into a powder. You can use your pestle mortar and grind it down really good. And guess what? I had found these jars. I shared the jars, these little pink jars, and got little holes all around it. And you can put them in there and sprinkle it. That's your own little seasoning mix. Now you got your own seasoning mix. So that's what you can combine it. Don't be afraid to combine it with some other herbs. I know. I wanted to be in the Cabbage and Collards Challenge, Miss J.K. Gardner. I did, but I'm so behind. I'm so behind on that challenge. But maybe next year. I know those beautiful people, they'll be back with another challenge, and I'll go after it next year. I did nothing for the fall. I'm ashamed to say it because I'm so meticulous about planning out my garden, and it just threw me for a loop when the weather changed. But then, there's so many other things. I'm working with children now, and y'all know I got my senior group on Fridays, teaching them how to crochet, and that is bringing me so much joy because all week long I'm at doctors, all week long, like physical therapy, occupational therapy, doctor's appointments, and then, my one beautiful day is my Thursdays. I get to come and enjoy it with you wonderful people who stop by my channel, and again, I'm so grateful for that. And then Fridays is my senior day. And don't get me wrong, I love working with children. It's really a joy, dedicating time to inspiring them as well. And I've been doing that for years. And so working with the seniors is fun. Especially with something I love. I can't wait till I get back to where I got the full use of my hands so I can really, really, really crochet. Let me show you what I'm making now. So y'all, I don't know if y'all are on my Instagram, but my sister's having a baby, and I'm making a blanket. Look at this. It's gonna be so pretty. Can y'all see this? It's gonna be a blanket for her beautiful baby girl. So I'm here working on this blanket for my new niece or nephew. Oh no, a niece. She's having a girl. What am I saying? She's having a girl, so I'm working on this beautiful blanket. And normally it would be done by now, but I can only go slow. I'm not mad. I'm grateful to God that I am above ground and I'm able to do what I love and share that love with other people. So thank you, Jane. Though, right? It's and I'm a girly girl, so it's gonna have to have some pink in it. Pink, 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 and that's all I bought her to. I didn't buy her one yellow outfit for the baby, but so cute. Um, so once I get back to full capacity, then I'm gonna be pumping them out, making all types of things for the baby. So I'm excited about that. This is my baby sister. So let's see, anything else? I don't know how to do videos on YouTube. My daughter is to do the basics. Listen, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Come on live. Get to know your audience. Target the people that you want to talk to. Oh, Jane Doe. Don't you know pink is my favorite? Y'all know everything in my house is pink, and I don't even care. Everything is pink, mostly pink. I am, pink is my favorite.
Did it warm up down?
Yeah, a little bit. Feel it warm? You look cold.
I feel cold.
Is it cold? This is a little cool. A little bit.
I kind of turned up a little bit more up here.
Okay, thanks. So, but pink is my favorite color, and I make no apologies about it. So, pink is my favorite color. So, another one, guys, get you some, we got your basil, harvest all your basil out there. I said that already. All your oregano and thyme. Get ready for next week. We're going to talk about oregano and thyme. And when I share with you oregano, that oregano, listen, oregano, and you're not going to believe the other benefits of thyme. Like, that thyme is, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. That's actually next week's herbs. So we're going to deal with both of those next week. So be ready for that. Make sure y'all harvest some so y'all can have some. We can talk about it, we can smell it and see. And I'm telling you, once we talk about those benefits, and I know many of you may already know a lot of the benefits of it, but once we really get into those benefits, I'm telling you, it just makes it even more important to grow in your garden. Yes, you can grow thyme inside. Yep. You can grow thyme inside, like you can grow oregano, rosemary, all of those herbs. It is a herb like that. You can grow it inside. Yep. And it actually is a little finicky, so you don't like too much heat, not too much cold, so it actually, you can definitely grow it inside. No, I think, I wouldn't say that it's easy for me. I think once you find your niche, something that you're passionate about and you love, you come from the heart, and that's what make it easy for you. So you'll be able to share something that you're passionate about, and your channel is about what you're passionate about. And then finding people who are passionate about the same thing that you are just makes it even better, you know. And you may even find new friends, you know, new people who you learn that you have something in common with, you know, after that. So I just think that that's what makes it easy. Like having people like you guys come on and you enjoy my content, that's what makes me want to give it more, because I feel like if you like it, you're benefiting from it. Because that's my purpose. That's my desire when I do it, is that I want it to serve a purpose, you know, and that some people are benefiting from it. What zone are you in? Is it getting cool there? Is that why it's starting to, or did you just plant seeds? Maybe if it's small, maybe it's not getting enough sunlight. Maybe you need to put it in a sunny place where it gets more sunlight. Like I know now we get some sun. Well, and then there's times we can get a lot of sun, but it's cool outside. Like like really, really cool. Cool. I said really, really cool. Really cool outside. So like on the front of my house, I got aloe, and while it loves the sun and loves to be dry, sometimes it doesn't like have wet feet so much. But right now it's cool, and I saw one leaf was starting to die back, and I don't like that. So I may have to cover that up just a little bit. But my neighbor who gave me the aloe, he got an aloe plant. It's out there all year long. And that thing is growing crazy. So I just have to see. Maybe it's just the one leaf. We'll see. Y'all pray for my plants. Y'all know I love my indoor plants as much as I love my outdoor garden. Oh, you're not far from me. That is, my grandfather is from Baltimore. He passed away, but he was a pillar in his community, and we used to go there all the time. So shout out to Baltimore. Let me find out you are a Ravens fan. Let me find out. You can't be from Baltimore and not be a Ravens fan unless you're not from Baltimore. But yeah. So your weather is kind of, y'all are a little bit warmer than we are. But yeah, I'm zone 7B, so I'm right there above you. So, you should still, so my time is not high. My time is low. But let me tell you, go out and harvest some of it, and that often forces it to grow more. I am constantly cutting it because I'm forcing it to grow some more while we still got growing season. So go out and harvest some. Often if you cut it, it's definitely coming back because it's telling the plant that it's not time to seed, then it's time to grow more. So cut it and just grow some more. Just keep on growing some more. Okay? And let me know how that works, but that should help. And keep it in a nice sunny place in your garden. My garden, the whole garden is south facing, but we got this tree. So my neighbor, he can't grow anything. He can only grow in the front of the house. So he wanted some basil. I gave him some basil. He put it in the front, on the front porch next to, and it did really good. So find make sure it's in a sunny spot, normally south facing, and then just harvest it. And that, especially our herbs, we gotta harvest it, or they tend to, not grow as fast. But if you harvest on it, it'll shoot more up, and I normally start seeing it even bigger. And my time, I have time in two places. I have one time in a greenhouse, and one time on the back porch in my herb pot that I showed you guys a while back. While I did have a tomato plant in there, and it gave me lots of tomatoes, but the tomatoes starting to die back. So now just the thyme can focus. It's thyme in there, it's lemon balm in there, and what else I got in there? Thyme, oregano, and then on the other side I got thyme, basil, and oregano, some Greek oregano. So it'll grow. Just harvest some of it, force it, and make sure you look at it, because thyme has those really leaves. And believe it or not, thyme, the leaf, it does stretch out, but it sometimes is drawn in. So I will lift it up, see how long it is, because you want to cut it right above where you see new leaves are growing. So you want to go around the whole plant, lift those stems up, and cut. Make sure you're cutting it right above where you see it's growing. I mean, you can do a nice little chop too. That'll force it to just grow everywhere. So that should help. That should help. Make sure it's just getting lots of sun. If there's some sun out there, if there's sun out there, just put it there. Like right now, my sorrel, my I have a what do you call it? My sorrel, what else is out there? Oh, my chamomile that God's Desire gave me. I'm going to move all of those to the greenhouse because they're out in the open. My chocolate mint, they're out in the open and it's a little bit cold, especially at night. It gets really, really cold, so I want to protect it. But what happened is when I forage herbs, or if I have a lot of herbs that have really big bushels of it, I'm drying it in the greenhouse because y'all know it gets really heated in the greenhouse. So I was using that space to dry my herbs. Like I had some echinacea that was drying in there, some mugwort drying in there. So I'm gonna move those. Oh, and I have some burdock seeds that I harvested that I need to. Those things are prickly, so they will attach to you. They hurt too, but I want to move those and bring everything into the greenhouse that I can. Now I went out there today. I looked and like my pepper tower looks amazing. The tomato plants, the tomatillos look beautiful. Like they're still looking good. I got strawberries hanging. I don't understand that, but you don't knock a blessing. You do not knock a blessing. But so they look good out there, and I don't want to bother them. I should have taken the tomatoes down, but I like to overwinter my tomato plants so they can come back. My tomato plants have come back. The tomato plants, the pepper tower, I am not going to chop those down. I'm going to just let them go dormant. I mean, I'll top them off and leave them in the tower. What I mean is I'm not going to replace them with something else. I'm just going to let them overwinter. I'm going to cover them with some cloth and just save them for the spring. Because what happened is, I told you when I did my apothecary video, I had so many peppers and tomato seeds like crazy. And I remember just going and throwing a bunch in the pepper tower of the pepper seeds. So I know they're coming back because I've seen them, the little sprouts growing around it. But if we are already in such cold weather, I know I'm not going to see them giving me any peppers now. But my pepper plants that are out there are giving me plenty. The funny thing is, this is actually my second round of sorrel, J.K. Gardner. I had sorrel at first. It did not do well. It came up. They come up really good. I think I missed some watering on it, and it had went back. And these were the sorrel seeds that Mona had gave me from sifting some sorrel manure. And I put that out there, and it is beautiful. I prayed over that one. And the elderberry. I love the elderberry. What I want to do is I'm probably going to, because of the season that we're in, it is cold, I'm probably going to harvest all of the leaves off of the elderberry plant, because y'all know that's medicinal right there. Sore throat, coughing, anything like that, that elderberry, make you a nice elderberry tincture with the leaves. I would make a tincture. That's what I'm going to make with mine. I'm going to make an elderberry tincture with those leaves. I don't want to lose them, because if the weather gets too cold, they start to turn yellow, and then I'm going to lose the medicinal benefits. So I'm going to harvest all of the leaves, overwinter that. I'll put that in the greenhouse, and just pray that it's saved and comes back for the next season. I definitely want that. Yeah, absolutely try again. Yeah, I'm telling you. So I didn't tell you my horror story with my elderberry. I've sprayed it. All my plants out there, I was upset with all of the bugs. Like, so my roses, if you don't know, I have maybe about 8 rose bushes in the garden. And oh my goodness, when it first started out, I was just waiting for them. I had this plan for this moon garden, then I had these white other plants, flowers, huge bloom flowers out there. But something came through the garden and they tore those rose leaves up. I mean, it was holes all in the leaves. I've never seen that before. And I've grown roses for years. I've never seen it. Well, y'all know I just moved to this new house, so that was new to me, and I was quite upset. So I went and made up a mixture, some dish detergent, and some water, but I used too much dish detergent, and it fried the plants. it fried the plants to where, I'm sorry y'all, my hand is hurting. It fried the plants to where I was just so sad. Like my strawberry plant, the leaves was messed up, the raspberry leaf, blackberry leaf, grape leaves was messed up, the roses leaves all started dying back. It's so funny, but now all the roses are giving me blooms right now. I'm getting such beautiful blooms from the roses right now. And then you know what else came back with a vengeance? Them Jamaican marigolds. I have regular marigolds and I have the Jamaican or African marigolds, and they are just beautiful. Like every day I'm going out there harvesting those. Like I get so many of them, but they're medicinal. So the tincture is more potent than the tea. The tincture is more potent because the alcohol is, well, yeah, to me, I believe the tincture is more potent if you're using alcohol, because it's going to pull more of those the soluble properties out of it, the more medicinal properties out of it than water can. Even though a lot of the herbs are water soluble nutrients, the alcohol will pull more of it out of it, and I believe the vinegar as well. They'll pull more medicinal properties from the plant. Like you'll get a more potent pull from it than just the hot water. And plus, we're making a tea, we're drinking it right away. For me, I will constantly use that tea blend over maybe twice, maybe 3 times, so I can make sure I get all of those medicinal benefits out of it as much as I can. So you're definitely getting it from the tea, don't get me wrong, but that alcohol is going to pull more of those nutrients from it. It'll pull more potent nutrients from it. Okay, so maybe that's what tore up my roses, because we're not far from each other. So maybe that's what tore up my roses, because that was crazy. Like, I couldn't believe it, and I was so angry, and I ended up destroying the plant even more with my soap. It wasn't even water and a little bit of dish detergent. It was soapy water, and I went and sprayed the whole garden with. And I'm telling you, I was so hurt because that elderberry was like, I had nothing left of the elderberry but the stem. So I cut the stem back to where I saw life at. I cut it all the way back to where I saw life. And now it is maybe 2 feet or 3 feet right now. It's beautiful. Like that elderberry is beautiful. And I'm praying that it stays that way, that it overwinters, and I have it ready to go for next year. It'll give you more leaves. It'll definitely give you more leaves. So let me see. So I want to talk about strong back. Tonight's herb is all about Jamaican strong back. It is as it says. That's why it was used. I'm going to tell you another good reason why it was used. But Jamaican strong back, they originally used it for back issues. That's why it has its name, strong back. It's a herb that is mostly used by men, but it's not just for men. Oh, you know what? Listen, say a prayer over that plant, your elderberry, because that elderberry is an important herb to have in the garden, and it'll come back. It'll come back. Believe me, it will come back. That's what people have said to me. Miss Georgia Peach, Mona, for instance, like all of my Brook Farmer, all of those people that I rely on a lot of advice from in the garden, God's Desire, and they always tell me when I destroyed that elderberry, it was Miss Georgia Peach. Now she's like, it's gonna come back, Robin. It's gonna come back. Don't worry, it will come back. So I cut it down, took off the leaves that were turning yellow and on their way to heaven, and it came back. When I say it's so beautiful right now, it's beautiful. So yours will come back too. Don't worry. Just give it some time, and we just start all over again. That's all. Life, it's our circle of life, Give it the right environment, and it will heal itself, just like the body. So that's what we want to give your plants. Give it the right environment and it will come back for you. Okay? So Jamaican strongback, also called Damiana. It's also called goat weed. Is it goat weed? Something goat, because it was often a food herb that was ate by the goats. And they often say that the herb, it smells like goats, which is why it got its name. So Damiana or Yerba. Yerba San Martin is another name, Yerba. And we hear about that. They talk about taking a yerba tea. So that's it. So why strongback is such a popular herb is because it's in the marijuana family. It is not marijuana in the fact that it does not have the THC, that state altering, but it does relax you. It can induce sleep if you take a large enough dose of it. It can, make you tired, go to sleep. So it's good for if you have insomnia. So strongback is great for that if you're the type that you have insomnia. But strongback is mostly used for boosting libido. It doesn't just boost libido in men, but women have taken it and it boosts libido in women as well. But it's majority used by men to boost their libido, and also improves your mood, boosts stamina. If you're the type that they say if you have like a weak back or things like that, they would take strong back, and it was definitely why it was named that way, because of people using it for back pains, muscle aches, and muscle strain, that people would drink Damiana or strongback herb for that. And this is it right here. Let me show y'all what it looks like. So, strongback. Let's see. It is good for mental stability. It's not just good for stamina, but also for mental stability. Makes you mentally strong. Y'all, oh my God, it smells like, smell it. Okay, y'all, I never smelled it. I just got it when I was with my mentor, because I told him I wanted a herb that was for guys, because I'm always talking about herbs that's for women. This is my goddaughter, y'all. Don't smell like it? Can you smell it?
It smells like
Shake it, hold on. I'm trying to hold it up. Y'all see it? This is what it looks like. And a lot of times they use the root, but you can't use the plant. That's wrong.
kind of smells like pet bedding to me too.
Smell like who?
Pet bedding.
Pet bedding. This is like pet bedding. Okay, so it's in the marijuana family. I'm getting like a tent, I'm getting kind of that smell like it's in that family. Not as strong as it, because then when marijuana, once it reaches the United States, there are chemicals sprayed on it, and that's what make it called the drug or whatever. So, yeah. Here, I'm giving y'all smell-o-vision right now. But this herb is boost libido. It's great for stamina, mental stamina, and clarity. Let's see. Oh, okay, so see that, guys? This is what it looks like. This is what the herb looks like. This herb is also great for asthma, believe it or not. Strongback is not just used for libido, but also for stamina. I'm giving y'all smell-o-vision. Y'all know how I like to show you guys, kind of let you see the herb, smell it, the things that I'm making. Yeah, it's definitely a different leaf. So when you're an herbalist, you're supposed to get to know the plant. You gotta get to know it. I'm not gonna use this because it would scare me. Because I don't do marijuana, so I will not take it. I'm not saying that it is. They just say it's in that family, and it just has the qualities of making you sleepy. That's what it says. That's what the research says. And that's what a lot of the Jamaicans say, where it comes from. Is that, you know, if you're kind of got insomnia, you can take the strong back. It's relaxing. It's great for your muscles. Great as a muscle relaxing. Great for arthritis. A weak back, strengthens your back muscles. If you have rheumatism or bronchitis, it is great for that. Again, it's in the marijuana family. Oh, so that's what happens. They used to smoke it because it's in the marijuana family. They used to smoke this. Well, a lot of people still smoke it. Like mugwort. If you don't know about mugwort, maybe one day I'll do mugwort too. But they, to this day, they still smoke mugwort, and mugwort is great for inducing deep sleep, helping you to dream, helping you to remember your dreams. They smoke mugwort like crazy, like crazy. So mugwort is one of the ones that they smoke. And then strongback or damiana or goat weed or yoba is another name as well for it. So this is what it looks like, guys. And again, I gave y'all that. Let me see. So if you have, so I talked about upper respiratory like bronchitis, rheumatism, pulmonary. That is all falls into that family of, let's see, I'm just trying to kind of give you guys some of the things that is in here. This is not the root. This is the plant, this is the stem, this is the leaf, but this is not the root. A lot of people use the root, only the root, but you can use all of the plant, okay? It is, because of that, it is an antidepressant. An antidepressant, like marijuana, but without the THC. Okay? Let's see. A lot of Jamaican women will combine strong back with marigolds, and they use it for menstrual issues like menstrual cycles or cramps. Associated with their menstrual cycle. So combining strong back with marigolds would bring them relief. Okay. This calms your nervous system. That's why I said it can help you to get some sleep because it calms the nervous system. And I told you it is, so it's a nervine. Okay. Let me see. Calms the nervous system. Oh, for men, it increases testosterone. If you go to the doctors, you get your physical done, and the doctor tell you, oh, your energy and all that is low because your testosterone levels are low, get you some strong back. Strong back is great for boosting testosterone in men and helps to give energy to women as well. So not just for men, but does boost libido in women. If you are pregnant, it is advised not to take it. So now I'm talking about our precautions. If you are having surgery, it is best not to take strong back 2 weeks prior to any surgery being done. If you're pregnant, do not take it. But you know how my saying is, please do your research, do your due diligence. That's important. Due diligence means that I'm going to make sure that I don't fall under any of the contraindications. I'm going to make sure that it's not going to contradict with any of the medication that I'm taking. I'm going to make sure that my body can handle it. So always, if you are taking something new, taste a little bit of it. See how you respond to it. Give it about 10 minutes. Slow sip it, see how you feel. If you find that it is really, really making you tired, make sure you do not operate any equipment. If you do not turn any fires on or stove on, you're cooking and this is putting you to sleep. Make sure that You just don't operate any heavy equipment. Only because I'm telling y'all, what I've learned and what I was told. So make sure, you guys, that y'all follow and do your due diligence on it. But it's a really good herb. It's still really good if you suffer from muscle ache, arthritis, rheumatism, any of those things. It helps with that. And so there's nothing wrong with taking it. If I used to have really bad back issues. If I was still having those back issues, I would take it. Arthritis, anybody with arthritis, this is good for you too. I'm just, like I said, I'm just a little nervous only because of the smell, but I'll probably more than likely I'll take it because I do not formulate it for anyone unless I try it myself. So I might make some just to go to sleep because I am an insomniac and I'm constantly have to drink my chamomile tea at night, some nice calm lavender tea at night. So are there any questions? I told y'all this one was for my fellas. If y'all looking for something to help keep your energy levels up, especially if you you work a lot or you got really heavy work that you do, like construction, things like that, take it at night. Make you a nice cup in the evening after you decide you're ready to wind down. Take a nice cup, take it and go to sleep, and you will find that the energy you need the next day you will have because your body is processing it through the night. Normally when I give formulations to people, I say it depends on what it is. Most of the time I'm telling them to take it in the evening. I always start them in the evening because I want to see how they feel when they take it. Then I check on them the next day because I need to talk. I need to know how your body responded to it. Because remember, the body is healing itself at night. So it's important that we get our sleep. We need to get those hours of sleep. Otherwise, your body, you pause the body's ability to heal itself. At night is when it is healing itself. So that's why you'll hear a lot of people say, do not eat so late at night. Because at that time, your body is processing what you ate during the day. It is healing itself. The parts of it that it can heal, it is moving toxins out of the body, getting them to get ready to move out of your system in the morning when you wake up. So make sure you are using a bathroom like you need to, because you need to, most herbs, a lot of herbs are diuretics, and they're working to help push toxins out of the body. So you want to make sure that the body gets that nice time period or time frame so that it can heal itself. So especially when you're trying something new. And then don't try a bunch of things all at once. You want to give yourself time to process it. Because if you have a reaction to something, how will you know what you had a reaction to? If you're not hitting it, or if you're taking so many things, you need to be able to distinguish whether I'm having a good reaction to something or if I'm having a bad reaction to something. I want to know what it is that I'm having a reaction to. So it's important. Thank you, Jane Doe. So you're going to make sure, okay? Any questions about strong back? And it really is good for both men and women, okay? And I know I look kind of funny when I smelled it because that took me for a loop. I didn't smell it when I purchased it. I just, did my research, sat there and talked to my herbal mentor for a little bit. So that just took me for a loop, y'all. Don't mind me. Are there any questions? Any questions? Again, this one is for my fellas. Y'all gotta take care of yourself. A lot of you guys, you're out there, you're working hard for yourself, working hard for your families, and you gotta take care of yourself. So this herb was for you guys. You gotta be able to take care of yourself. You gotta heal yourself. I know it's important that you take care of your families and you have to take care of yourself. You are just as important as the people that you are working hard to protect and keep and cover and care for. So you gotta take care of yourself as well. Any questions? Anything else, guys? Because I know I went through a few things. And any questions? Any questions about the garden? Any questions about herbalism? Any questions about herbs? My teas and my tinctures. I do want to do, I did a tincture. I did if you guys didn't see, please check out the goldenrod. I did a tincture with that one. I did do an infusion as well. And I have goldenrod, like a bag full of goldenrod. I have it drying. It is outside drying right now. And it's been pretty cold, so I thought it was going to be dry. When did I check on it? I checked on it on Wednesday, and it was not dry yet. But because there was so much in it, I had to flip it over to make sure that it's drying on both sides. So today is Thursday. I'm going to check tomorrow and see if it's dried. I'll come back and show you guys what it looked like when it's completely dried. But trying to think, anything else, guys? Any other questions about it? Hey Diana, hey guys, Desire. Awesome house class. Oh my gosh, I got new classes. Ooh. Actually, these classes are good. I'm doing one. So I'm working on herbs dealing with diseases, and right now I'm working with kids with autism. So I want to be able to address their nutrient deficiency to help balance them out, because their parents want me to work on just plans like how they can help their children. And I like to incorporate nutrition in it. So if I'm talking to mom and she's telling me her concerns, I want to be able to offer not just my inspirational support, but give her some support in how she can help with their nutrition as well. I remember that video just had to do my chicken again. So I picked this up from my herb store. See if you have a herb store. But I did see, so I saw some strong back tonics, Jamaican strong back tonics on Amazon. You can check. There is this one company that I love to buy herbs from. I buy it from my an African market. This is an African store. He goes to Africa and he gets a lot of herbs and things like that. I went there a week ago and he was in Africa. He said he was bringing back some herbs. I actually got to I was talking to his wife in the store, and she was talking to him, and he was telling me that he's bringing back a lot of stuff. So check, one of the places that he gets it from does have herbs on Amazon. So check Amazon. I think I did see, I seen strong back tonic on there. So check and see. Just check around. I'm sure you can buy this. My mentor, he came back. He had so many, like he's selling it now by the bags, like $100, and you got like the bag the size of a toddler. Like he has so many herbs. He had like a bag, like huge bag for $100 for soursop leaf that he got. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. Like, whew, if I could buy, I really want the soursop. Like, I love the leaves. Don't get me wrong, the leaves are just as good. I want to get the soursop. I have a friend that is going through cancer treatment, and he needs the actual soursop, the fruit. He needs to eat on that fruit. So I'm gonna try and find him some. I seen it at ShopRite. I just don't trust it, and that's just me. I'm not. If y'all see it and you like it, by all means get it. I just because I know there's a lot of fake fruit out there, and I'd rather get it from a place I know that they're not just trying to make a quick buck off of it, and that it might not be the real fruit. So, but soursop is great. Anybody that's going through chemotherapy treatment. I also, what herb I have? I think goldenrod. People that's going through like cancer treatment, they can take like goldenrod. They can take like chamomile, and it helps them with some of the pain that they suffer from after it. Ashwagandha. It helps to relieve and to calm their nerves and receptors down after they go through chemotherapy and stuff. I think I talked about that with some of my other herbs before too. So, but definitely. Any more questions? I'm actually I'm trying to combine my autism for children, the course that I'm taking. I'm just trying to work that one with my nutrition class that I'm taking, just because I want to be able to offer it all around to some parents, because a lot of parents, they're just looking for some support. You guys know how I feel about doing community service, so it's just big. Wow. Well, that's what they say on Google too. While they'll give you all the things, it's anti-cancer, antiviral, and all of those things, and then at the bottom it say, but not enough research is done on it. There still needs to be more research. Yeah, that's a typical answer. But at least he was familiar with it. But guess what? Would you want to hand somebody something that's going to put you out of business? So, but I like the ones that are honest. They say, yeah, I've heard about it, yeah, but I am a medical practitioner, and this is my method for how I, help people. One of the researchers that they did is they saw that doctors were suffering from a lot of the same ailments of their patients that they're supposed to be curing. That, like, you can walk in and your doctor has arthritis, your doctor has cancer, or your doctor has these same things that he's supposed to be curing you from, or helping you to get cured from, that they're suffering from. So, I love doctors, don't get me wrong, I do, because they want to heal the world. People who take on jobs like that, it's because they want to help people. That's why I love a lot of the doctors that talk about. There's a doctor, I forget his name. He has that commercial. I know you all seen it. He comes on all the time. He talks about how he got into medicine for his love of wanting to heal people, and then he just doesn't like their methodology that they're using now, and that there are simple things that people can do to help themselves, and how being in a medical practice does not, and the oath that they take does not allow them to give people that information. So, yeah, so I do love doctors. I love honest ones too. But you gotta be a partner in your health, and I'm glad that you're able to talk to the doctor about things like that, because guess what? If I have a formulation that I make for somebody, the first thing I do is I give them I draw up their paperwork and say, go have a conversation with your medical provider. You want to let him know you're considering taking these herbs. You want to make sure they're not going to contradict with anything that he is or she is giving to you. And that's important, that you have those conversations, especially when it comes to your health. There's nothing more important to your health and you being around for yourself and you being around for your family. Any more questions? It's in the fall, and where's all my YouTube family at? Like everybody took a break from YouTube. There's a lot of good books, guys, out there as well. I think a week ago, a book farmer asked me to mention a couple books on herbs. If anybody is interested, make sure the first book I had was what's her name? Rosemary Gladstar. Her book. A lot of people refer to her books because of how passionate she was about it. But there's so many books. I know that one, The Lost Book of Herbs, that book is going around, circulating around again. I've seen people talking about that one. So, a lot of the things that we are suffering from, we want to be prepared. We want to be prepared to handle them. Just some things like coughs and congestion, sore throats. Make sure you're getting your honey and your garlic ready. You want to, that's an elixir. An elixir is when you use honey. What's it called when you mix honey and alcohol? I forget. But an elixir is adding honey to it. Your honey is your medium. So you want to take your garlic and your honey. You want to make an elixir with that. You want to take your onions and your honey. They're all great. If you got a mason jar and you got some garlic, I think I showed you guys my garlic infused with honey. And listen, you get a cough, you got a sore throat, you want to get you a spoonful of it and suck that bad boy down and watch that antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal properties go to work. Let me see, I missed your questions. Let's see. Oh, he was an African. I think he believes in the standard treatment for nosy, so I wasn't surprised. It is where the patient is if you're at level 4. Oh, okay. Yeah. So again, they have to have those conversations. I have a client now who is stage 4 lung cancer, and that's the one I was just telling you about that needs some fresh soursop. I gave him fresh soursop, and he is coping quite well at stage 4. Stage 4 does not mean it's the end. Again, nobody but God can determine that time. But yeah, he's stage 4 and he's stabilized. And I got him an actual soursop. I made him a formulation that is anti-cancer because there are certain herbs you can take that stops the mutation. Stops the cancer mutation. There are herbs you can take that stops the cells from not just mutating, but there are herbs that will kill off only cancer cells, only those cells that mutated into cancer. It won't kill your good cells. So, you know, that is objective. So you definitely, you know, depends on who you're talking to, and how much they know, because you definitely can take herbs at stage 4. Again, I'm giving someone, I'm helping someone right now who is stage 4 lung, and they are stabilized, doing really well. Let's see what I missed. God says you did? Yeah, I just gave neem along with basil. Basil is good. Neem and basil. Let me see. I love the African store. I love the Dominican store. I love going to them. I'm sorry, I love going to them because they have native plants, native fruits, and a lot of things that we won't find here locally, like in our regular stores. Isiac tea. I've never heard of that one. I'll have to look that one up. So you say it's good for cancer too? I'll look it up because I have a couple. I have another person who has breast cancer that I have helped with an herbal formulation. So I have a couple people with serious issues. She actually now is free of the breast cancer. So amen to that. Yeah, my African friend, he went to Africa. He went to go get some more herbs and things, and his wife is running the store, so I was in there having a really good conversation with her. What I went in to do is because y'all know I'm working on my skincare line. I'm working on my skin, my body butters, and I wanted a nice scent for it. So I needed a natural oil that was great for the skin, one that wouldn't have any kind of negative effect or cause an allergic reaction. And I know that they had natural oils there. I'd either go to them or the Muslim, my Arabic brothers for my skin oils that was good for the skin. And I found this one, y'all. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to name it because I helped to create the scent, and I just haven't decided. I'm gonna let you smell it. It smells so good. Oh my God, it smells so good. So I have to decide on what I'm going to name it. So, but I'll keep you guys posted when it's done. So, but yeah. So this week and next week and I believe the week after. I think the week after I'm going to deal with another herb that is great for men, and it is called guinea hen weed. It's also a detox herb that people don't know about. It's detox. Its scientific name is anamu, but the regular term that they give it is in Jamaica is guinea hen weed, and that's a powerhouse of a herb, especially for men, but it's not just for men. Like black cohosh is for everybody, but it's amazing on the female system when it comes to menopause, post menopause, perimenopause. So while it can have that kind of effect, it's still good for everybody. Any more questions? Any more questions? Make sure you're getting your rosemary. Make sure you're getting your sage out of the garden. These are all energetic herbs. I'll give you some of these are energetic herbs. These are the herbs that you can use to give you a nice boost in the morning when you wake up, especially now that the weather's changing, and sometimes when we don't see that sun out, we're not as energetic as we normally are. So I'm gonna give you some herbs that you can get that'll help you with your energy levels. Ashwagandha, holy basil, rosemary. Make sure you're getting your rosemary. Sage, peppermint, ginger, turmeric. And if you're going to use turmeric, well, if you're using it in a tea, you should be good. Cayenne, on your cayenne peppers, go get those leaves. Throw those leaves in a tea bag. Add maybe some chamomile with it or some lavender tea with it, and make you a nice morning boost. Hey, Far Humphrey, how are you? It's okay. It's okay. Make sure y'all hashtag replay. Y'all go back and watch the replay. St. John's wort. So there is Asian ginseng and there's American ginseng. Those are great herbs for energy. Let me see. Hyssop is another good one. Cinnamon. I told you guys that when you're making coffee, you can use cinnamon to sweeten it, and you don't have to use sugar. You can use cinnamon. Let's see, white willow, cat's claw. No, I'm sorry, passion flower. All great herbs. Make sure cinnamon is great by itself, but cinnamon is also phenomenal mixed with other herbs because how strong it is as far as scent wise, and it is very medicinal. Cinnamon is very, very medicinal. If you don't know, make sure. So those are just some energetic herbs that you can have, that you can take in the morning, boost your energy. I'm sorry, I'll put this down. But they're great at boosting your energy levels, okay? Get you a nice good book on herbs. now since it's winter, we're gonna be in the house. Make sure you're taking some time to read. Read up on some of the herbs. Read up on some things in the garden. A good sister just gave me a new audio book to read, so I'm gonna start that tonight and read that one. Actually, I might get more of my crocheting done, definitely, but I also have to work on some tech stuff, y'all. I got too much going on. Like, seriously. Oh my goodness. I'm not even looking forward to it. I gotta update my iPad. Just a couple of things that I have to do. Some technology updates. You do? I do too, and it's a shame because don't when you go past any kind of bookstore or something and you look and you see more books and you're like, I don't have this one. I gotta get it. But reading is fundamental. Reading is good for you. Listen, we don't read as much as we used to like when we were in school. So however way you can get your reading on, and read anything and read everything. It doesn't even matter. I have my phone set up where it gives me a word of the day, and it's especially a word that I don't know. So I get a word of the day. Because remember, we were adding words to our vocabulary when we were kids all the time, going to school. But we don't do that as much now. So get you a nice library. I share with my kids that it says that you can be the richest person, and if you don't have that many books in your house, it would not matter how rich you are. But children who had at least 3 books or more that they could read in their home were more successful in school than a rich person who had no books. Or that, give books there that for them children to read. So, and that's a good thing to know. But that lost book of herbs, that thing is floating around for free. Excuse me, that book is floating around for free on the internet. I'm sure you guys can find it. There's a couple. Oh, you know what? Try Star West Botanicals. Somebody asked me about where to buy the herb Strongback. Try Star West Botanicals. Try what's the other one called? There's several places besides Amazon that you can check for herbs to buy herbs from. Definitely. But try and stay away from caffeine. Again, our energy levels are going to be low during this time, and it's easy for us to resort to trying to drink coffee after coffee, cups and cups and cups of coffee, running on Dunkin'. So there's other ways to get our energy. Ginseng, again, rosemary, just to name a few herbs. Yeah. Starbucks has a lot of great herbs, and I do recommend them because they do have a lot. Believe it or not, cloves are great on testosterone levels too. So, okay. Any more questions? Anybody ever tried Strongback? Anybody ever tried Jamaican Strongback? Or Damiana? And I've heard people use those terms before. Not just Strongback, but like Damiana, Yoruba. I've heard people use those. Any questions? We got 6 minutes, guys. 6 minutes. We got 6 minutes. Make sure y'all keeping your anti-inflammatory herbs, your antioxidant herbs. Remember, antioxidants help fight cancer cells or free radicals in the body, which are your cells that cause cancer. make sure, again, you guys are reading. Um, you're getting all your questions answered. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. Not at all. Yes. Yes, you can become overwhelmed. Just like we're having a garden. You know, it's easy to become overwhelmed. You know why? Because we build up so much excitement when we have to slow down and piece by piece it. And I realized that, like, I was trying to be such this perfectionist about my garden. I had to slow down and say, okay, my garden may not be this immaculate moon garden like I envisioned in my head, but it still gave me such an abundance of beautiful herbs and fruits and vegetables that I had to sit back and just say to myself, like, calm down. So yes, there you can have an overload, and if you don't slow down and piece by piece it, you don't want to be so much bombarded that you begin to not like it. Remember, you're delving into it because you have a passion for it. You have a curiosity for it. So take your time. You don't have to read every book that's on the market. You don't have to digest everything that picked up. You may have picked up 5 books a day or 3 books a day or whatever. Slow down, go through it, take your time, because sometimes that information may not even hit you at that moment. It may come back to you later on. And you say, hey, I remember seeing this here, and so I'm going to go back to that information. So yes, you can have an overload, and it's okay to slow down. It's okay to take it piece by piece, because you want to absorb it. You want to understand it, and then you want to be able to utilize it. So what good is it if I study it and I'm not utilizing it? I'm not making it beneficial for me or other people. So, take your time. Who says there's a rush? There's no rush. Take your time. But I want you to study all you can. I want you to get to know herbs and become familiar with them, what you're working with, what you have in your garden. Hey, Miss Gail. Hi, Georgia Peach Nut. How you doing? Thank you for coming in here. We're just having a little chit chat before I end the live about getting books on herbs, getting to know herbs. Getting to know what's growing around us, what's growing in your garden. If you got oregano and thyme, know what benefits they serve, what purpose they serve. You may find that, hey, I didn't know pansies were good for decorating cakes or decorating candies. Hey, now not only can they make my garden look good, I could take the pansies and dry them and put them in my dishes now. I could make a soup, like that amazing soup I made the other day, and take the pansies and use it as a decorative piece on top of the soup, and guess what? They can eat it as well. Hey, Mike. What's up, Mike? You was in the bushes. Did you hear me talking about this? Wait a minute. Did y'all see me smell it, though? Oh, red clover. Red clover is another herb that is used for, like, PMS, premenstrual syndromes, people with cramps, and red clover is also a diuretic. Red clover, actually, I think I spoke about red clover one time. I think I actually did a video on it too. But you can go out there and harvest those red clover leaves and make it a part of your green nutrient mix. But hey, y'all, I was in the bushes. Miss Peachnut, Mike, F.R. Humphrey. I'm just going back to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Aw. But thank you for coming on in anyway, Miss George Peachnut. You know I appreciate you. What's up, Mike? How's that garden going? How's some squirrels? Listen, I had dedicated this live to my fellas because I was dealing with, but I also gave a lot of informative information in the beginning, so make sure you guys go back and check the beginning, hit the replay if you did not catch it. Let's see, okay, everybody's just chit-chatting it up. So, are there any more questions? The red clover is a really good herb. I actually combined the red clover with red raspberry, dandelion, let me see what else I put in, and black cohosh. If you are the type, you have heavy bleeding, you have menstrual premenstrual symptoms, or if you are menopause, it's really, really good for that. But red clover has some other great benefits as well, besides being good for calming menstrual symptoms. But really, really good for you. Oh, you are? Oh, that was nice, Mike. Yeah. Oh, that was nice. It's chilly here. I ain't hanging out with nobody. It's been cold. I do not like the cold. I'm telling y'all, I'm terrible. If our crew from Wine Down Windows had confessions this week, I'd be in trouble because I didn't get out there and water the garden. And let me tell you, I looked out there today. The peppers look so good. Tomatoes, still tomatoing. I said, girl, now you know you gotta get out here. I even got the water jugs filled up, ready to go. So I will get out there, God willing, tomorrow and check on my beautiful garden that has given me an abundance of love by her fruits. But, so, any more questions about Damiana, that Jamaican strongback? And they used to smoke this, guys. They actually not they used to. They smoke this as well as take it in a tea. They have a I guess it's a tincture. It's I think it's called a yerba drink or a strongback drink, a strongback tonic. That's what it is, a tonic. So check it out. It's out there, y'all. They are using it very, very good. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to go back and try to miss anybody. Yeah, how's everybody going? What's the update on your garden? Where my fall gardeners at that have already planted, and who's in the cabbage and collards contest? Anybody in here in the cabbage and collards contest? Yohimbe, yes. Yohimbe is definitely good for you. I do not have Yohimbe. I'm trying to think that my mentor had it. Because he had quite a few. I have to check. So this Jamaican strongback, the one that I'm talking about, that's what a fella's tonight, it is in the marijuana family. It's just, it does not have THC like marijuana does. So it's in that family in which that it is calming to the nerves. It can induce sleep, make you sleepy. But it doesn't contain THC. And when I opened it, Miss Gail, I was like, oh, hold up. I don't want to be smelling nothing I ain't supposed to. And it actually still smells strong. My goddaughter said it smells like kitty litter, but oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That is funny. Kitty litter. All these herbs might smell like kitty litter. But yeah. But the funny thing about it when she says that is that the goats, this was a food for goats. So it's also called goat weed or goat something to that effect. Why? How's it my fault? Wait a minute. What happened? I was all psyched up on your video watching you harvest that goldenrod. Did you step in a patch that had some snakes in it? Because what happened? Tell me what happened. You know I do not wish no harm on you. No, I do not. No, I do not. Wait. That is the name, Mike, too. Oh, okay. So some people do have allergy to goldenrod because it is in that weed family. Um, it is. Okay, so why you should have ran and got you some chamomile. You should have ran and got you some basil. I know you got basil in the garden. Get them lungs back opened up and cleared up. Take away that tightness. Peppermint, basil, rosemary, chickweed. If you got some chickweed, I'm trying to think of all the things that's going to help open you up. Parsley. Let me see. Ah! So it was called that. Like this herb strongback has several names, and that is true, Mike. And the funny thing is the goats love to eat it. Wait, how was you doing? No, I'm not laughing at you because I do not wish harm on nobody. Oh my goodness, I wish you had remembered what is good for you to help you with immediate relief. Peppermint, you got chocolate mint in your garden, spearmint in your garden, peppermint in your garden. You got to know which herbs is out there so you can grab them, honey, chew on them if you have to. You don't have to wait and put it in some hot water. Chew on them bad boys. Get you some relief. Hopefully you got some stuff you can take in the meantime. Wait, what Jay don't say? Right. Step away from the goldenrod. Now I watched her video, right? I ain't see her having no allergic reaction. Woman, you ain't show no allergic reaction in that video. I saw you. I saw you. You was cutting it up. You was getting it, reaching over. You was trying not to go that far in there though, but you was getting it. Let me find out. I do not wish that harm on nobody. What did you take for it? That's what I want to know. What did you take for it? Oh. No, I am not. No, no, no. Oh, it's dark. Oh my God. The video I saw, it was light outside, Miss Georgia Peach. Now it was light outside when you was harvesting that goldenrod. Now if you went back out there after dark, I ain't see that. I know you was not trying to step that far in there. So hopefully you harvested enough though. Did you tincture any of it, Miss Gail? Did you infuse any of it? What did you do with your goldenrod? See? Oh, okay. Oof. I'm glad you didn't have a severe attack. I'm glad you did not have a severe attack. Thank God. Prayers up, everybody. Prayers. Hands in the comment section. Y'all know how we do. Prayers up, prayers up. You do it outside? Oh my God. But you gotta do what's best for you. If you and look, you had that experience with it to know that it's not an herb that you can deal with. It might have to be dried before you even deal with it. Sometimes having it dried as opposed to harvesting it, fresh from the garden can have a different reaction. So maybe you could only deal with the dried version of it once all of those chemicals are out of, your vicinity or whatever. Yeah. I hope you feel better. Yeah, we do have to be mindful of it. Definitely have to be mindful of it. As I'm telling you, it will get you. Good. Anything else? Right? Because a lot of people don't realize they are maybe allergic to ragweed or different types of weed. It's in that family. So, gotta take care of yourself. Definitely gotta take care of yourself. More over everything. Over everything. Take care of yourself. Any more questions? And on another note, that goldenrod, maybe somebody else can come get it from you and be able to use it. Yeah, then you definitely should. Because remember, those pollens is in the air. Now, for the goldenrod, it's seasoned. Because it's seasoned, it's fresh. But if you shake that thing, you can see the pollen is definitely in the air. So you want to try it without. Yep. Or let it stay out and dry and then come back and hold it. I'm telling you, there's a difference between when it's fresh and when it's already been dried. So there's a difference. So any more questions, y'all? I'm gonna give us 3 minutes. Yeah, it's okay to wear your mask in the garden right now. It's really cold. They said there is new infections or whatever going around. So you want to just protect yourself, protect your peace, So you gotta do that, So listen, guys, anybody that came in, please make sure you give me a thumbs up. Put the thumbs up in there. Give me a thumbs up. Same thing, dry it, and you can save it for later. You can freeze it, but I would say dry it. If you can dry it, dry it. I'm drying mine. I still got 3 beautiful basil bowls out there. And I cut and come again, cut and come again, cut and come again. Yep, the basil will last even through a little bit colder season. Now that's up to you if you want to make some tea with the seeds. Basil makes great too. Listen, that basil tea is amazing. If you have asthma or allergies, definitely is amazing. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely, listen, Mike, that basil into something, it makes that soup or whatever dish you making pop, because that basil be so good. So good. Yes, even if it's going to seed, you can dry it. Yep, and use it for tea. Yep. Yep. You still have lemon balm to cut? Get out there, guys, and cut them. They're going to come back. They're going to come back. Get out there. Miss Gail, get out there and cut that basil down. Get out there and cut your basil down. Yeah, and it will come back. If it's wintertime, just cover it up and get it ready for the next season. If you're not going to plant something in there now. So, let's see what else. You put it on chicken before roasting. And sleeves. Amazing. Let's see. Yep. Even if it's going to seed. Wilson. Miss Gail said, Mike, do you use it fresh or dried on fresh chicken? Okay. Yes, it is freezing outside. What's your temperature? What's the temperature there? What's your temperature? Because it's cold here. I don't even need to see the temperature to know that it is freezing here, y'all. Had to put on the warm pants. Warm ones. But listen, guys, I have kept y'all hostage enough. I really want y'all to get into looking at strong back. Let me know how you like it. I think next up we're going to be talking about a regular on time, but we will address that one the next one. Let's play first. You'll laugh. Why? Wow. Y'all lucky, Mike. Y'all want to get that good weather. Let me see. All right. I appreciate you. Oh, 61 Mike right now. Let me see what the weather is here, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm going to let y'all go. I'll hold y'all hostage. No, my grandson, he done changed my phone. He done updated it and changed the colors on it. Let me see. I want to see if it's cold here, y'all. I know it's cold. It's 47. Look, it's 47. 47 degrees, high of 62, low of 38. Yeah. Now tomorrow is supposed to be a low of 41, a high of 69. They said we was going to be back in the fall weather, but next week we're supposed to get up to 79, Monday and Tuesday. Other than that, we back to the low 70s and 60s, but that's cold. Yeah. 47 is hot. 47 is not hot here. 47, you see, I am bundled, okay? This is bundled. If I could put some fur inside this hoodie, I would. But listen, I'm not going to keep y'all. Listen, add a little glam, and let's continue to grow together. Let me see, I want to make sure I miss now. What Miss Peachnut said, and I know I got to watch her. I turn my back, she might say something. What you say, Miss Gail? Aw, thank you, Miss JK. My little down the block neighbor. Ain't know you was that close to me. Miss Gail. Mike, what you say about me? What she say about me? Oh, FR, you said it feel like -10. It's cold down there? You in the South, right? Oh my God. Oh shoot, Mike said it is 80. Oh, Phyllis, you said 45. How are we colder than y'all? That don't make sense. Wow. Wow. Yeah. All right, so that's it, guys. Listen, I'll see y'all next week. I'm going to see y'all in these YouTube streets this weekend, okay? Thank you so much. I know, but she said it was 45. It's 47 here. Y'all supposed to be warmer than we are here. That's why I asked that. Because she said it was 4. She was, bye Mike. She said it was 45. 45? Yeah, that's colder. It says 47 here. Have a great weekend. See you, Felicia, on your live. I know I've been out of it, but I'll be back up there next week. Miss Gail, see you Tuesday. Mike, make sure y'all, everybody check out each other's channel. Please always encourage us to support one another. Go check out all the other channels. Jane Doe, thank you so much, my love. Have a blessed night, God's desire. Everybody, Felicia, Miss Gail, Mike, Albert, God's desire. Where you at? I'm about to go check out your gram. You know I love your gram. So I'm about to head over there to the gram. Listen, guys, have a great night.